Hey there, this is Aishu, and we are designing with Sam's Bead Box this month, October 2022. And I have some beads, blue beads over here. I just, these flower beads, if you can see, there is like a different color. The colors are very different, and I have some grays as well. It's painted blue on the other side, right? So gonna keep one gray, and we have the starburst kind of an oval bead, and I tried different ones. None of them would go through. I tried Ceylon, Heslon, and even my uh, Brazilian waxed cord. None of them go through these beads twice. I needed to go through twice, so I picked up this cord. I'm not so sure where I got this from, probably from Bead Park or so. This is 0.45 mm, even though the sticker is not there, and I know it. So I have cut about 8 feet of this cord. I checked this one goes through the bead twice, so that's what I want. And 8 feet is an approximation. It's not, I'm hoping that I won't run out of the cord. So let's see. So what I'm going to do here is I folded it into half, and we need a button or something. There is a button in our box, which I don't want to use it because anyways this button is going to be in the back, and we have a lot of focal in the front. So I want to use a small button per se, and this one is about, say, right, I think. Maybe, or maybe this one, right here, this one should do. So I'm just going to take this. These are antique buttons. Oh, this one is a little bit different. I don't want this sharp corners to spoil any of my beads. This one will do. So I'm going to put this cord here. See, the button has a bigger hole. I decided to use a toggle clasp because button would be so big, and I have only 8 feet of cord. I don't want to run out of the cord. So this is in the middle. I'm going through this one more time. Just like that. Now there is 2 wraps here. I'm also going to go through one more time, so 3 times. Just like this. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is tie an overhand knot first with the 2 cords. It's big, but you can do it. Just an overhand knot, and now take these 2 cords and knot it again with both the cords. put it through that. If you want, you can take your bead all, which is what I look at that. It came off. Just like that. Tie an overhand knot. Now I'll start stringing the beads from this end. So these big bead, and then I have some 8 seed beads. This is not the 8 seed beads that we got with the box. This is from my own stash. I'm gonna open that up. These are not branded ones, but I'm going to string it. I'm not gonna bead weave it, so I don't worry about it. So I dump some for myself here. You can use the seed bead that we got with the box. It's a Toho seed bead. I would like to bead weave with that bead, so that's why I'm using this, and it goes through very well. And then again the 6mm bead, check glass bead that we got from the box. So then after that I will tie an overhand knot just like that, and then you can keep that down, that knot. So keep it right there, your bead all, and then this is still loose. What you do is you just tighten it up there. Don't worry about it. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can separate this cord and tighten that knot up. It'll be fine. So now again, these two cords, I will separate these beads so that we know for sure how much we have. But make sure you have the same number of beads for the other side too. So just one set, 1 6mm, 1 8/0, and then 1 6mm, and come down right there and tie an overhand knot. You can also tie an overhand knot like how we do the hand knotting technique that we have done several times in my channel. I'll tell you guys again. I really feel that's the way to go. It's pretty easy. Let's load the beads. Okay, wrap it around your fingers and take those two cords through that loop that you created. You have a knot. So now you hold it like this. Can you see a bump right there? So I just shorten this loop and then I transfer it to my right index finger, and I keep my thumb and my index finger on that, and then just pull it. There you have your knot. So this part of the necklace is going to be about, say, let me see, about say 8 inches or so. Okay, for an 18-inch you need only 5 inch here and 5 inch there plus 1 inch, so it will be about 19 to 20. We don't want that. If you don't want that, you can cut that down. So I would aim this for about say 4 inch, and then so this one is about 1 3/4. I will do up till 4 and then I'll continue these beads. We can't go back and add beads, add these sections, so I don't want this necklace to be heavy. I want this to be light and I don't want this to be long either. So that's my aim for it. It's pretty long cord to work with, so you need to be patient. But you can always load your beads beforehand and then knot it that way. These are very thin cords, so you just separate these two cords and tighten that knot. Excuse the background noise, that's my daughter having classical music class. Sorry, I'm not able to avoid that. Even though I have my doors closed and her doors closed, still I think you guys can hear it pretty well. Sorry about that. So if you have 0.4 millimeter Chinese knotting cord, that will work too. You don't have to have two cords, but the center part of the necklace that I'm designing, I have in mind, requires two cords. So that's the reason I'm using the thinner cord. Let me see how many inches are these. Almost 4. I would say 5 inch. So I'm ready to actually do the center part. So take one of the cord, go through from front to back and keep it down. Take the other cord, go from back to front. Can you see how it has come? So now again I take these two cords and pass through this oval bead, both the cords. So this is what I'm aiming at, but I would say I would do a knot right here, which is an ideal thing to do. Just move this bead, tie an overhand knot. After the flower, there we go. The flower is secure now. Then move this oval bead down right here. See, the flower has 5 petals, so the 2 petals will be on the top, which is perfect. It comes like this, so that's good. Again, do an overhand knot. Then you don't want to tighten it. I don't want to tighten it, and I need to know which side is the top and which side is the bottom. So you should be careful about that. Separate that and see which one lies at the top and which one lies at the bottom. From now on you should be careful. This is the bottom cord. I'm going from the back to the front. Top cord, I'm going to go from front to the back. Okay, once you pull that, I know the thread is long, so it takes some time, but there you go. Right now it's fine. Then go ahead and knot again. You can also use your bead awl to move the knot towards the flower, and make sure it's gonna be just like that. Take the next oval bead and thread in both the cords through it and come down. So see how it flows. It's important that you see that. After you knot, look at the cord, separate it and look at the cord, which one comes in the front and which one comes in the back. This one is the front, so I go from front to back. Take the next cord, I go from back to front. And then pull. Don't tighten this up very well. I mean, Let there be a little bit of breathing space and then tie a knot. There we go. Now again, time to add this bead on both the cords and then tie a knot, making sure there is gap. It's okay if it is a little bit loose. I don't want it to be very tight. I will do the rest and come back. Hi, welcome back. And I have actually finished stringing all the beads, as you guys can see. So this is what we have so far. So I have strung all the beads here, just like we did it here, and then the center also. And I have a small 8 seed bead at the end, just so that my toggle turns around well to put it inside this one end of the toggle. So I have the other end of the toggle inside. After the 8 also I have a knot. So now again with the toggle I'm going to go ahead and knot. As we have been using, you can use the bead awl. One tight knot. Then take this 2 cords and go inside the loop once again. This time we can go from here, the other end, and then make a knot, just like so. And I go around this and then make a knot. I'm separating these 2 cords and making a surgeon's knot. Surgeon's knot is just an overhand knot. Instead of putting the thread through the loop once, we will put it twice. See this? This is a surgeon's knot. And go ahead and tighten that knot as well. Now when you're happy with the knot, see I still have about say 2 feet cord left. You can actually have just 2 feet cord to finish off this necklace. It will be more than enough, but I wasn't aware of where I'm going, so I took more cord. Taking some GS hyposcement and drenching all over my knots so that's nice and secure everywhere, and let it dry for about say 24 to 48 hours. Whenever you are using the glue, work in a well ventilated space. I would cut this off close, but for now I will cut it right here, just for the video purposes. And as you guys can see, this is our necklace. I hope this turned out pretty well. I have couple more necklaces also, which I'll show you guys. Then I did with Sam's Bead box, which is this right here. A very pretty necklace. I really like the way it turned out to be. I did some brick stitch here and some tassels I made with the thread itself, and then I bead strung all of these beads, finished it with the lobster claw clasp, and I really like this one. Then again I made these, which is an amethyst and freshwater pearl bracelet. It is very simple stringing, not much. I made a matching pair of earrings for that. So if you guys didn't watch all of this video, go ahead and watch it. I will probably leave down in the description box below the links for all of these. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.